So today I will be presenting why iPads should be used in the classroom for grades levels 4 through 6. So the problem a lot of schools are facing is keeping up with the times. And one way they could do that is by implementing technology into a classroom. And the reason behind this is because students are already facing this outside in their daily lives with iPhones, phones, computers, laptops, tablets, the TV, social media, all that good stuff. They're already facing it at home. The issue behind that is they don't know how to time manage, how to use it as a resource, how to restrain themselves from doing certain things, how to be responsible in general with technology. In addition, it's also going to be a constant thing in their lives, especially in the future. A lot of students will end up going into STEM programs or computer science programs. Jobs are asking now for people to be using technology. And it's a school's job to make sure that students are in touch and be ready for that outside world. And one way we can do that is by using technology. So my solution would be using iPads with keyboards. They are affordable and pretty easy to use. They're compatible with a lot of things, and they're pretty small. They're not a clutter in a student's backpack, and they're easy to take out, easy to learn. Most students do not have trouble learning how to use the programs, and they're just very accessible for a lot of teachers and a lot of programs that the iPad carries with them. It's a small device, so again, it wouldn't be like very chunky like a laptop. It'd be tiny. It'd be about this size, and it's very useful for teachers to make sure students are on task, they're doing what they're doing. There's programs that helps teachers make sure that they're on the website, that they're not goofing off. So the cost. There are different costs. It just depends on the school. Again, if a school is like a Title I school, there's grants and scholarships, and Apple makes sure that this school finds a way to use their products in the classroom. Apple has payment plans, again, grants and scholarships. They want to make sure that schools are using the technology they need to have student success in the classroom. So for one iPad, it can cost around $59. So for 200 students, it'd be around $11,800. However, again, Apple does have different opportunities for schools. There's a lot of different programs within the Apple education programs, so this wouldn't be a set price for schools. And they're willing to help and assure that the school gets the help they need. And they do offer within that program insurance coverage, Apple Care, so students would be covered if the iPad breaks or something happens with the iPad. Apple would be more than willing to help out. So the implementation. So first of all teachers would get access to iPad initially to start learning how to use it, what way would they incorporate this in their lesson plans, and what way they would incorporate it in the classroom. And then when students come in, they probably would get permission slips first initially, in case a parent does not want their student using the iPad. So teachers can find different ways for that student to still be learning even without an iPad. and also like they get their insurance plan, so parents are willing to pay for that insurance or not. It all depends by that too, because if they only have their permission slip, then they would be only able to use the iPad in the classroom and not take it home. If they had both the permission slip and insurance coverage, then most students will be able to take it home, just to be sure that the iPad, if it does break, they'd be able to fix it. And again, insurance wouldn't be that much. It's around, I think it's around like 45, 75, around there per year, and that covers the whole year. So it just ensures that the iPad, if anything were to happen with it, that they'd be covered and they wouldn't have to pay like a new iPad in general. So a huge impact for having this technology in the classroom is knowing that all students have the same access. They'd be able to be on the same program at the same time. There's, again, like, I think there's a program called Apple Classroom where teachers can see who's working on program and who's goofing off. They can watch their screens, make sure that students are staying on task. And also it helps students with like maybe disability or ESL in general, and it can help them with a communication skill that they might need. I've had students use it for translating skills. It could help them through there. And there are a lot of programs that help students learn a lesson better. There are certain lessons where it needs to be repetitive, like multiplication or addition problems. There's programs where it has students practice the same programs, and it might get repetitive for them, but it'll get them to memorize the program. The lesson plan a lot easier, especially with multiplication, addition, all that. It helps them a lot with that. There's a program that a lot of students are using today called IXL, and that's on the iPad, and it's helped teachers put lessons that might be difficult for students to learn in the classroom if they don't repeat it. So it helps them through there, and data has shown it has increased scores by at least 10% in reading and math. And that's, again, because they have access to their resources. There's students who might need help reading a question, who might need that question read, and technology can do that. Or there's students who just learn a lot better through games where they're actually lessons. And it helps them, again, learn the responsibility of technology, learn time management on technology, learning how to restrain themselves from getting on like different fun programs. And if schools are worried that students are going to be messing around, goofing off, there's ways for them to not do that. I mean, you can revoke the App Store, so students wouldn't be able to get games at all on the iPad. Only the apps that the school district would allow. In addition, it's the same for the websites. They wouldn't be able to search up certain things, only school appropriate things. Overall, an iPad is very useful for a classroom. Makes it easy to teach. It makes it easy to like learn presentations, learn multiplication, additions. And especially for a 4th and 6th grade level, they need to start learning how to set up presentations. And a way to do that is through technology. They need to learn how to look up things, for a science project, look up how to solve this, look up how to do this, look up an answer, how to how to create papers. They need to start practicing these skills in a classroom, and a good way with that is with an iPad. And overall, I think just an iPad would be a great accessory in a classroom. It'd be a great help for a teacher, and it's a great help for students, especially since they're going to be continuing seeing this and using this in the future. Technology is not leaving anytime soon, so we might as well start implementing this in the classroom.